Abusia, me chiamo, mache. And then me pesa mini mudi nkomo bi. Me nkomo na your friend before I became. Before I became, dear me ti say no. Na me ti say dear nipa dodo no atie no. Before I became, now I was a people pleaser. Before I became, na me a crowd pleaser. Before I became, na dear nkrofo dwen hu hia me say me ankasa mahoto. This is the typical of the average person. You want to be in with the crowd. Me tie abonte once na Hawaii. Once na no mu hunu say my so camera so mbe ne nam ha no nkrofo nyina hunu say omo wo me fie. You once na ma che te say wo hoye. Omo wa ha. Before I became no. And I can once na eba me video mu aka medum video yi. Ka meko ko pe bibi dia betua. I will want to construct an artificial your friend is saying of no once na Dabi. When I am, now that I am. And once na wo me fia meboni di achiro. Ekoyi a meka achiro. Enkoyi no so meka achiro. I've just managed to move my mind beyond baby and Me wo hoy as a young child, I experienced a lot of identity crisis. Say me what my Ghana no. Now most people of the Akan tribes prefer to be Asantefo. Ekuapem krane shedanye popular sa in the parts I was growing Asantefo. Everybody wanted to be Asantini. Me cry me dino for years. Na nkrofo hunu me dino and I never really felt the need to correct nkrofo pi. Me dino eye ma metwewa. TWEWW maame twiwa me den no ba me sa no na nkrofo frɛ me maame twum wa me ne wo mpre ho. It was easier me di twiwa no na nhye da nye common sa me be ka kire wa maame twa empese me ka kwara na wote because I still had an identity crisis. Na me pese I belonged, na me pese nkrofo. Not that me ankasa me dada waka actually say your friend me mami chumwada. Never in free manoma. But I never also corrected anybody wo friend me mami chumwa. Mami chumwa de okay, no na anymore fine, yonko. But you know, as you grow, as you become aggressively you. Me say wo friend me mami chumwa, no way am mo friend me mami chumwa because me ne mami chumwa. Your friend me mami chumwa, soon kwa pie chumwa. Say me penese ma de bibi foforo bi frame ya wabo obi foforo bi din because enya me. But I didn't have this same conviction as a kid. I was not at the same place mentally. Me wo as you can see, I am the tuntumified me you tuntum papa. What made my identity crisis even more difficult? Ne se me na sunkwa no wo ye kokko. Me maame ni efre ne maame jato oye kokko ni di ankasa de ya badu but ni efre ne ya wusu a anti badu badodo no ana mo fre ne maame jato efre me maame jato because of ne kokko ana woye. And as a small kid growing up in the community I grew up in, watching me maame me na ndi tiri me bisano na owo gray hair and the tree in the tro. Me maame must have ties somewhere in the north of Africa, ho baby. But as me make a wo boss wo abusu mu aye bechi worry. Again, we do not want to own up to some of these things. We don't. Because your identity crisis. Maami jato na pa sunkwa pie siama. Na hwe se de me nko atum. Me ka see ko me maame mu kurum sometime bi se na tuntum ya wogina finfin hwan ba because me tuntum pa me de me nya ordinary tuntum. I am the tuntumified. But that time no as a little kid nati senkofo na hani tun yi de han ba ho hana nkofo kanam ama ni bani ada na akure ye tun sa me chiri ba akosia na beautiful akosia fefe wo fa niema pi firi me maame ho yesa no so wodi machi ko ba bia no emi nua ketwa pa wodi machi ko ba bia na nkofo ka aketwa ne de ne ho efe na ama de ye ama ne ho nyefe Ame na nimutum. Ame so kura won tampe enkwada pasem ye enkwada bone sem nko na amedi. Enamo. Of course, yeah, was you undergo a mental friend is saying onslaught be. It has an effect on my papa. There's an brand here who loves me. Who is bringing me? Hey, did you cook all of it? Kid, I was just asking for one packet each, just as an appetizer.
You don't understand. Do you know how much one packet is not enough for a person?
It was not supposed to be a meal. It was just a snack.
Oh.
Thank you anyway. It was very well made. Thank you. Abisha for me chamo. Me dey. Ma ka chem say me papa. Na me nim say obi bre me aduane. Ene ado me abre me aduane. Nti aduane ni ntimi fancy me di. Sana braboti. In my book say. Me sano. Na ye kwa baby a. Nkrofo nyina aka. Afna se wose. As a girl, me namo ayese me no. I didn't hear the compliment in it at the start, of course not. I didn't hear so asana ya depa. What I heard was me ye woba. Ye di kan ka kire me se me hotan. Me nse me ma me nse bi nua. Me nko amani mutun se me tirinwi no kra na na se me tirinwi ti se bodani bi. Na ha munwi. To use the polite version, papa penny pa na ka sa asem na kire me. No kind of publicly. Nkore nyina sere me. Nkore mi kura de frɛ me. Saa da na me bu nipa saa because ma mro wo mo a. Nka saa de ne da na mi din for life. Nti na se me buru bi no. Ye kontokwa ke de biara me ko. De biara me kontokwa because of saa de no. Come on, sama. I am correct too. But who knows? I wouldn't even going to say it again. Akwada yesi me tiri nwe se bodani na ha munwe. Ani. Bi di ngwase yasem sa na maame pese o ka asem na ye me ya. O se akwada na ye na hwene se yetena so gye awo no wan. Meanwhile, that time na all can. Nam ka se ompemasemo. As I've grown up, I've come to know that I would have been one of my grandmother's favorites because me mame na bakan and almost ne baba ako. Nti nkwara sa circumstances that surround one clearly, you know say na no pe me mame asempa. Pe me mame asem ti no pe masempa. But nkwara bo ne sem ne nsem hu na midinti. Otia me sa afna na ne hwene se yetena so gye awo no. Wo wa he nti me wo hwe minim sa me hwene yetena pese de yetena so gye awo. Me nyi na me ba hunu se sa sikafo etitiru hwene ni. Wa hunu sikani bi Ghana ohini bi onipa titiro bi ha na hwene yeketo ada. Nti say me jitum. Wa fa akro beto ene wo hwene a esen me de. You wo fa akro beto to ha. Only the who knows tomorrow. Maybe the who knows today. I've come to know them. I've come to accept them. So say make a chirming a yasresem. But when I was a young kid, then yasresem de mame. Hey, me you know, na me abayat fia tuntumbi. Make I pass it there was a day be nam baby. Nam address it. Me de powder be a chimney. I say I make me baby. And I remember very well, I walked by a group of boys. I was a bit awkward. I also when I'm baby and power, I said, I saw very she many be, and I make up. Maybe when I'm your sports girl, many boys in about football. Say boys invited girls, some may say me and baby, no be invited me and baby other. Me, I catch them the dad, say me one time. And you will be telling me one time. Now I remember say me pass our boys no ba ko after we dey ne ho afe. Hey. O ka che ne tuntum kura ne kumene. Ha afre tuntum afe. E ka kicho bi nka me to ka akwa mu ma ka abo me nti bi da. Me da ne me ho kura hwe so obi di machi a. Because nyame anim ni. Saa asɛm na anabra ne ka na mti bi da. Me ma me sunkwa de bia no waka kyerɛ me ba ma me sunkwa de so pe basem. O ti ase ma me sunkwa de be de no ka kyerɛ me. Me kai say me call back to the house that day. Na me yet say de be baba be slightly younger. Nati powder dia fra nku e dey manim se maka shell na mde nam. Shere say sister me jimi hu nyi but me nim ba bi am dey ko. Nti sa branti bi se me hu ye ne fe. So ada no. Ko gina fie ahwehwem. Me spendi ages e wa ahwehwe nu na me hwe me ho. E ma me sunka beto me wo. No bi sam sa ma fefe amane na agira dem. Na msere. And then make up. You who ranti be almost me who me fe. Say hey akwada eti wonim sa wo ho efe. Se dia bi o. Maami. Hwe me bo no for kura bi ni ha. Me maami say na me maami wo no for kama. My mom had what has become my bust say. But they be no catch him so a sports girl na she ni ne koko no de niam hyehyɛ de bram. I never believe those stories. We hear no for no am beto ye no. Any stories na maami ka kyerɛ me no. Then said that one was in Siano Mami. I'm now doing the same thing with my daughter. Or no, so Catherine who said, "I'll send a cocoa yet to send me the Namis." Now I have walked your path. I know. Don't even cause yourself this pain. And fast will be any so. At its own time, it's genetic. It will come. Oh, baby, will cook baby would do no open cram ye be to baby. Identity crisis, no. It is something me who says I affecting Grofupi, Nanya Minko, and I was our problem. No. Make stories we actually. I want someone in Amube who the part you all play in some of the irresponsible statements you make, and how that affects Emofra, how it affects even in Pennyphobia, self-esteem, so that we are all a little bit more judicious with our words. We are more careful with how we speak, how we plant words in Nkrofutri. Because once it comes out of your mouth, it comes to roost in the recipient's mind. Some boys be see me who never. I almost died. Remember, Miss Risa. Cynthia, my name so who see Debbie or okay. I know so when now for in I start here, time and I'm enough for in your period. I'm a dry, hey, my. So now me want that semi cram your benny. Into me, my winning. This is what was going in my small child mind, though. Me winning. And me, your friends a period, or my born no for. And some of my classmates were quite gifted in the bust. Amma, iron chest. Yeah. Girls see, yeah. Many ding. Hi. And Crawford are busy learning to be girls and women, baby women. And it was a big issue for me because your friend is saying, it's not happening to me. Me catch them. I also want to share this story for parents, no? So you know what your kids might be going through. Especially my phone, mama answer monwa. Wama kwese mukununum no. And Crawford sorry na so see you there be you nkwadan ketenkete oba besi a wose. Aya ahmete. Ngoba ka tell me ba branch no so se me a so I can see the same conflict in his eyes. A branch dem me say oba say. Hebi aso yes you. How the ho. Me ma me dey ka kire me say wo dey hwe. Man a year or two. Especially because secondary school back. Bepano. But who is so na ma emrantie nyina bedi wachi. We dey twen. Da me ma me kana mesre. Nyi kakra. Wo be hu se me ma me kra de se do sika ne na esro. Se nipa ne mponche ne nkrama nyina betu adi wachi. Na wo pre apambi. De bia na kitaduasini. Na de bronkrofo. Because I knew stories of my mom as a young woman and how desirable she was and how a lot of people wanted. I knew those stories. ma me de ne ho efe me de nkoyi sisi abotre wo mre beduru nti me nyini na me nam no I am the many to her. That's not enough, Nanny Kayan. A baby swear no crack. And then I grew. When I grew, my mom was bang on right. By the time I turned up to the university for the first year, no, my meet my simity who is Sabrante. Me a rebel, and you know. And go for pay me. Oh, now you and PB here. Show me through, see me through. I had my own I wanted to wear. Let me drew that stage, you know, in particular, maybe even in the build-up, secondary school, really, that process, you know. I remember very, very well. There were a group of us at a shopping mall. There were baby around Telford. Now, Obi framing in those days. I'm sure if you're modeling agency, if you ever decide to be a model, here is my card. Mistress, I'm finding serious. I'm too card not touching a baby. But all those things began to connect as I grew, and I realized that if you have a brony kind, or could be Nikai, you will be the kind, you won't be Ninkai. And go for starters or walking around is when me and Casam saying, and me, I'm a family who ye. I know Posse, you say. What thing could to fast what we name I know saying your lipstick in because my non uncle sensation or on a lipstick how then I'm natural color. Make one more dimple back. Oh, I can not dimple me. They were dimple back, and also some casa that could be made this serious, ye baby. Papa penny move power framing. Say, Amma. I could with them. What I say with your own fat. Say, oh, hey, when did you come home? Sour dimple fano. A young man can be. And if I be meaning now, what would you mean? Oh, one who is a dimple fan. And yes, I have a name said dimple crab with you. Come and pay attention. Who's a summer dimple? Sandy Papa, you should have seen me that day trying to laugh. So I may say, this is some damn fastest to come baby. I didn't put no. Minyan come in, no, you say, no beer when somewhat dimple fat. Because dimple, you said dimple, young crow for it. I'm a Manson, the one and only indefatigable. I'm a dimple fat. I'm the Jimmy Dean. We are discussing my journey to become, the journey of becoming, the journey of mental emancipation, of moving from self-induced pain into comfort. I'm it's meeting a camera, so say. Let me deep. And you're doing a papa bia indomie. In my bush for. Baba, I just person no baby. O see aduane no. Na me so nkonkoye snack mra yeni. And this snack na wo koye no wakoye indomie. We indomie akwawe so indomie pa. No na person we me di. No extra vegetables, no extra meat, nothing. Indomie no. A useless your food. And she meeting on camera. Do you see the difference, the distance between what used to ail me and baby, as I say, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it if you want, if you commit to it. I'm an dimples fan. And me started from me the very identity of me. I was willing to let Nkrofo call me Bibi Foforo. Bono no kra man pension that because enya de na my emergency person me catch ruby as me abunu there be so I did abrofo bebre and people from small tribes you know have sa identity crisis you know and nan say wunnim na frame ya santini metwe so sekan me ya santini mini we connecting me to asante okay, the only thing which connects me to potentially being your friends a secondary type of asantini is a me brother penny no. Ne mami asantini. Until me brother penny or you have santini. Nti no de say be mama nya tie bi ba kwa metimi connected to Asante Sem no. Me she beyond that point no. Doesn't connect me nya santini. Me kura me say me nyintum say me yokani ba me yokani ba ma but me nyokani keke. Me no. Wo hwe me heritage mu a enya kan nko ane wo ho. Me na da won kan chiro say me yokani ba. Me ka chiro say me yebunu ni ba ma because me yebunu ni ba ma pa aggressively so. But me yefutu ni ba ama. Again, as onipa me, this is my mom's struggle, but this is my mom's struggle which had also become my inherited struggle. Me ma me sunka wo hui ye wo ne kiti no me ma me papa ofri wini ba oye simpani oye futuni onye akan oye guans no omo ye patrilineal enti wo be fa me ma me no a wode ne ko ni kurom no no ya ba ya kiti ma me konyin e wo simpa no a wokọ ye no onye 100% simpani ne ma me mfiri ho nto ye ho e wo simpa at wonyi ne wo simpa ho no onyi ne ye me ma me no onim ba bia ne kurom ne ma me kurom kura wo o ware be papa nsa o hia me papa nsa na ye kọ hwehwe ne kurom me papa sata no ne lawyer Usu, who is my mom's cousin. First, lawyer Usu ne mame. And me mame. Woman your sisters. And we are for your cousin sisters. It's me mame ko shia papa no a wo mo kan wo mu di nkomo obo ne mame kurom no. Na papa ka che say na dan for be Usu ho no so ne mame free o. No say sa o say is how me mame hunu kwan reconnect back to baby a we free. It's me mame ono kra de. I am more confused. Ese me ama. Oni baby a wo free. Baby a wo be ko bia wo ye hoho. Oba ne ma me krom no a omo hunu ne fantini. E hunu no omo ka do omo friend simpa for. Kra friend fanti for. Oba ne ma me krom a wanyi wo ha. Woni wo mo anyi amom. Obeto mu later. Oba no ye uraba. You know the way Ghana for tie. Uraba wo tini bonglo. Anya bonglo bim note. Wenya a politician be ware ukra ho ehi into finding connections and associations e wo no ankasa ni krom no ne ties here very loose okosimpa hoso a wo ye hoho ohoso free baby ne de ne bae nti sa strong identity ne eni ho me bato me no I saw my mom as a kid and I used to tell my mom say nya by force we busia nya by force okoha she's working so hard to fit here with abonofo no. Forget it, mama. Besi yenko simpa. I used to say that to me, mama. Debi, besi yenko simpa. And what do I say? Me say sister, simpa ni mean to me fanko, because simpa na patrilineal. Patrigini. This simpa ufru papa kuro mo. Unti mi do ko simpa kuro wunfri hobi. Say, hey, mama. Unti say si enen. Baby a oko ha me free hobi ni yesi anyi. Baby a de kwa ya beji. And in fact, as a kid, I preferred to highlight my simpa. Identity catch and for free simpa I no claim me free simpa sort of, but I can't go and claim any inheritance with simpa because me free ho. That is where my heritage is, and again I am quite willing to discuss it on camera because I've settled my issues in my own head. All these facets make me me call domadia me do domadia ye but domaso claim me free ho. The entire mean freedom and say me papa ni freedom. Doma de me duru ho bi ahwe mani manu ahunu ni pakra ne ba. It was the best place for me to go as a kid. There many ba me ho so e wo doma. Na me papa nua no ma na mo frɛ me mo hia me mo so benom no fo. Wo mo hia me because ye de me to wo mo ma me. Wo mo hu me a wo mo benom no fo na me dwane no wo mo chesi. Me kodoma e mani nyina ye tuntuntum se me ama. Doma was one of my redeeming graces, really. Because so Doma, I am your classic. And my yonder wohoni nyina ofiri mabusuam no say, ebi kra ye tuntum same because me my side one more lighter. Wo hwe me yie pa, wo behunu say me tuntum na nhye da anye authentic sa I am the drum enum no. There are certain parts of my body no hwe ni yie abehunu say elements, tones bi wom. Me tuntum na nhye da anye authentic sa. me ba baby for Fred am the drama num the tumified ama but me kodoma no hu say tuntum no en sheda nye authentic sa kodoma de hu say maya ne say tuntum say yire na ha me kai pass ye kwa ye bi wotu edoma baby am ko bia mani ase hai aya nkrofo ka ase maka ho mani ase aya nkrofo ka ase maka menka mani ase but many as in one kasa obekasi yaka lele kaji naturally ewo ho da me call do ma me hwe maya ni nyina ani asem hu so hey blood is thicker than water how them free how do you be free ha pa it's but that say some ka kire me say be free do ma be free ho pa just that again I have no inheritance ewo do ma papa wu ya ye na ye nam tese ye frɛ me medi yankasa ye ma ye nya abusuafo say ha Papa Tiasri na nam ka se me ebusuani o. I didn't know. Pe papa wu ya ye proceedings no. E se ma no we he ebusuafo no betena ha ma no mo betena ha. Sa me di no. Me ye ma me nim se sa me ye ba. Ene ma no mo be sori kakra na ebusuafo na dwendwen. Sa ye nya ebusia. Oho. Oh, woi. That was another learning point. Anyway, me called them adia. We said the woman in any situation, I fit in. Oh, but again, now I can sit on camera and explain all these multiple things to you because Adrena shifted free baby and uncle of Wasam family. The last year and Sister Joyce, Yami Shrawari, when you come be in Chiahon, Chiabia, maybe Empire say Bia, ye. Casa here mention. Nya ba ya mansia ka sei mabusiafo nyina ba ni amra nkyerem ba ba ni bire ye be person kyerem ba kyerem mansia papa ti ase no te se make abran ka sisi na ni je baji wutie buno no kra bo nsa afi na mesua ma no da so masua mom me ka bi pa but se minya episodes Sister Joyce no me nkrofo send me audios na metie no a bo hu sa buno no e flow say Sister Joyce no na send me audio to say na no mo send me bia che ya wo say me ka abono no shedam flow sa na da ne fante be nyina be mabusuafo nnua no mpe nchiachia ho biefo nyina nchia ho wo ya bunu ni ba no ka kire nkrofo se wo santini annua nyame mfa adwen sakra nche ware wonya santini wo bunu ni ka kire be se ofiri bi wo kakasa hia fa bani shem Benny Makasa ni yebuno oye be kana ye free for me back. Yes, beautiful abaya. You want to come and get some of mine? Actually, it was a bit much for me, so take it.
It was? I'm sorry.
I just wanted a snack.
I didn't.
It's okay, go back in.
I didn't know.
That's all right.
Stuff.
I loved it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I also added mostly chicken and one sachet of the spices.
I never saw any chicken.
Really? I asked when we were in the shop, should I get some? You said yeah.
Oh, chicken flavor noodles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant chicken meat because I never saw any chicken meat. Anyway, I was me yanko for mammy. So what about no be kasa de beka. So be beche aduane a me medi. Say my brother say na ye. Aduane wura kora bufu no be gina de am de be manako. Make a story se kiremo. In the hope say mumu bi wo ha you will see mama transition. Me say especially oba abrochire na say wo ye bibini na wo African accents. Na o pese o ye progressive na pese o ko wanima. That is yet another identity crisis. Me nyidru baby no kura na nkrofo work it out say me African, you know, work it out say me Jamaican na mepe. There are many people who assume say me ahwedim ni. Ama ha me ho correct wom. Edru baby kura wo mrochire no say me na mo a. Twi ne menka. Te say mo ka twi pe menka twi bi me ka brofo. Me ma hu ni say me ga nani. Ebi no kura parents evening bi. Na nkofo bi abeto mo ho na mte oho no hu me se sanfo bro be ne si. Mayim. Ana amoshe. We dey Ghana ni. So they be na we Ghana. Who say we ahwedim ni. ampa o so wawari Ghana ni Ghana for me so mo paniema but wari ye mayi bi makọ wari ahwediem ni na de na be se we nyina edin yi kita no nkofo beka so ofiri yekrum nti we ahwediem ni ba we de Ghana anyway but we de nani so sheda anya hatu sa ahwediem for oh no bia be ye bibi ne mama ni ye kan ye hwene ni so nani so hatu wa she Ghana for me ma de ye obeka se ma ni Ghana konkon sanko a sa da no me ya meto ankasa na mansere because na e mesere sa identity crisis wa brochire na no nso so ma face bi na me say me nkofo ye when huni say me African am incorrect say me African me jaw wo assume ne ma bi am incorrect me jaw am wo assume ni nyina ma ye bi pen ni nyina fe dem gusu me nya ho adwen sakra I have come to who I am comfortable in where I am me tiri me no kra me nya willing say me straight in the am na anu ye ba me tiri me na me say me kwa confuse no ase kokko ase gre na anu obi say amana ne wa ye witiri me color to say Bengali for aboji say bia say me ye Bengali for aboji say say am pero I prefer you when your hair is straight. Good. Go and straighten it for yourself. I prefer it when your hair is dear ben. So do it for yourself. You should lock your hair. No, you go and lock your own. That me ready to me lock in the mayor. Say I've managed to take my mind beyond baby amope, baby amotomo. And I've taken it to baby amehotome. And I cannot tell you the freedom, the liberty that brings. Ama basa soon kwamwa PC me din komo me chuma dream senior. So I want you to understand the journeys people go through, the suffering people sometimes experience, and the responsibility on you to watch your mouth. Me wo na me abaya fia bi me to fia kete me na say numpe na me ko wo ye e na ade we ye synchro enemy. I say mama sun kwano ka kire me so ye slim but me hu mama sun kwano wa wo me nti na ade we business reso aya na me sere no na me nim se preko obenyi abeto me wo be be se kum na bibi be se manim se ha ade ma wo akwada ye wie ye yi ade ye yi akwada ye ma me wie bibi beko ade se me nko me shata ade na ade ya be gina manim sei oi this was the biggest one for me. Na mafunu be ye nkuruwa. Na me be ye ma me panyin body instead of abaya me to fia. Me shata ade na ade me hunu no me pem. So I started be ka tell me say me your corset na daily corset kra. Aye. For quite a length of period, about 3-4 years. Now every day, me na me book corset every day. And then me mu package shirt ade na me na man feel better. And also say I've discovered actually I'm middle aged. My man me teenagers. Every say when me atena se wonko. Da me ankasa me sorry as every way ejiji me enough me sorry akosa ejim bi ho na mama na kire me ahia wo beje why ya mama but yenya nuru ho a say let it hang. The day I came to sab bibi na me kan na ni pakora ne ka say if your belly hangs let it hang. Anybody who cannot let you hang can hang themselves. Ye na ma bre say ma bregu me packaging near my shisha. And the problem was not even with me. The problem is external people making comments about me. Me fu say net ye. Sa da na me so ntuma nyina na me de kire mo. Na me me ka kire mo se me fu se tu zafi. Me ka kire mo wie ye na obi anwu. Mudi matem me hwe mudi mo ho ye me sire because me hu ni se mo ye nkurasefo. Mo nim se mo bie mo ano ka asem kire nipa e wo ramifications nti na mo kasa sa. Ti manfa anya asem. Next time I will be catching me. Miss Rini Pakrokra, Miss Rini kwa I'm catching an enemy. Sadan in a moose say, you, my hammer. After saying it here, men copper boy. papa ya me ne tie akura se mafui na ni nye ho na se wo kwa no me gya ne kwan me papa TV wo ha nyina me wi ametena se I'ma let it hang, and anybody who does not accept so would you be hanging, let them hang themselves. Hey, freedom, move freedom, my penny. Now when I'm in before be about my office, you didn't come. Na ba ko catch them say mensa ho nwi me de anything. Nso me anything saying aye ye shave ye na ho madam for ahwede ni girl bi. Me shave mensa ho ananam se da bi me shave mensa ho da na me shave bi nso da. Say nti nwi na ya nkrofo ho nwi no o mo kasem me krom kra de nsa ho nwi efe. But me nsa ho nwi nya wo fa me de fa me ho ben. Fa me ho. The next day mo ha no buy wa ko shave ne de. But you know, as they were waxing and I was screaming, I remembered you. I remembered what you said. And I told myself, say never again. Me my never again. Because when we na me hwe me nsa ho na me hwe me no me hwe yansesa. Say ntina me ha me honko enko ye nwi hwe. Stories in the doors. Mama yenye video way in 2 parts. Se me ye no baako e be ye ten dodo. Mo a mo nso so masofa sa na ema ni bi no. Put mo nso mo de in comments no. I've suffered more. Enye ni nyina na matimi aka. We can do part 1 to 10 in this series because I have ailed. I don't suffer. But you know, I'm telling you a victor story. I don't suffer, but I have conquered. And into a make a story which let me say with a smile on my face. Also, so what have you suffered? Mama you. And Papa for so have you suffered some? You here in our pretend this was to go and attract a buyer. Yes. It was there. One for Monsieur. Mama means you must feedback. Ye nin ko bodin ko duru baby. Ni en sign to us that way. Your best yes kunkunya. I have many stories to tell you. I'm a Manson. With the winning ass somewhere in my share. I will try and do it in English. No matter check. I'm a mama. Omo muntichino. But for now, whilst I mean yada jinye, one kasa obey translation. Why?